because I know it probably won't happen, I'm going to tell you what it is. You should have a little notepad. Something that is giving you clues on what you need to do each day. Okay? So, for example, on your little notepad on your desk, it should tell you that, you know what, we need to switch around our tools from time to time. You know what, I need to get up every, 60 minutes or so. Really put everything down there. Use my headset if you're not in the habit of that yet. Just write down some of the things that I'm talking about here. Matter of fact, I'm going to borrow this one. In your packet that I gave you, about 4 pages in, is a yellow sheet. And that yellow sheet is one of my favorite sheets. It's your goals sheet. Okay? What I would like is that, what would make me feel really good, so here comes the guilt, is that if you would at least take a moment today, after this, during this, I'm even cool with that, to write down 1 or 2 things you know you need to get rid of. A habit of some sort, okay, that you know is taking away from your health and your energy. And then write down 1, maybe 2, even 3 if you're really feeling industrious, okay, of the things you now want to institute in your life that you know you should. Okay? This is the only way we really start to get momentum. Because to try to keep all the things we know we should do in our head, how does that work for you guys? It doesn't. It's like a pea in a tin can. It's just bouncing all over the place. You have to write them down. You have to have them somewhere where you can see them. I'm someone who, every time I'm really into accomplishing a goal, I put this everywhere. I mean everywhere. Matter of fact, I've been looking and haven't found it yet. I have been told there is a waterproof notepad for the shower.
Wow.
And I haven't found it yet. But when I find it, don't you know that's going to be in my shower. Because the first thing I do when I wake up, I want to see what my goals and visions are for that day. Okay? It's the first thing I want to see. And then it'll be on my dashboard, and then it'll be on my desk, and it'll probably be in my adjusting area. Because the more you see it, the more you write it, the more it's real. Right? Okay. So, I want to just go through these real quick. These are some of the basic stretches, and then we'll go into actually a little bit of more toning type stuff. Alright? So, have you ever done the thing where you turn your hands? You guys can actually do this here, because you have good tables for this. Nice and heavy. And what you're going to do is slide your hand underneath the tables. Alright? And but before you do that, I want you to get in a really good position. So what does that mean? Again, you're going to take your butt, slam it in the back of that chair, right? So now you're sitting nice and strong and high, right? You're going to then stick your hands underneath the table, and all I want you to do is contract your stomach just a little bit, take a deep breath, and as you let it out, I want you to try to pick the table up. And then relax. Do that for about 5 to 8 seconds. Okay? Do that about 3 times. And what's going to happen, you're going to create tone. You're bringing oxygen and blood to all those tissues. After doing this a couple times, you'll feel that warmth. You'll feel your energy go up. Okay? Shoulder shrugs. Pretty simple one. Everyone knows what a shoulder shrug is, right? So again, posture is everything, guys. I'm going to repeat that over and over and over again. So have good posture. Right? And now what I want you to do is take a deep breath. And out. And now, lift those shoulders up. Right? Breathe in again. Out. Don't drop them. Out. Breathe in again. And out. And now you can drop them. Why am I doing it this way? This is a little different than you've probably been shown before. The breath work is the most important part. Okay? I don't know if you guys know this. Do you know where the word breath comes from? It means spirit. That's why all those yoga and Tai Chi practices, why you feel so great when you're done. Because you have totally just reconnected with your source by doing those. Okay? That's why they call those mind, body, spirit exercises. Okay? I want you to do the same thing here. When you breathe in, not only are you oxygenating your body, which it desperately needs, because I'm watching some of you. Some of you already, I'm seeing this very shallow breathing going on even as we're speaking, right? So you're not getting the oxygen you need. The cells aren't getting the oxygen they need. It's not a good thing. Brain doesn't get the oxygen it needs, right? So when I have you hold this and do 2 real big diaphragmatic breaths, You're getting an isometric exercise, and you're getting the blood flow, and you're expanding your lungs. There's just all kinds of things that are going on. And you're holding your core, by the way. In order to do that, you have to hold your core. So it's a pretty intense exercise. Do that 2 to 3 times.
Could you do that one more time?
Sure. Yep. Okay. So, you're going to take a deep breath. Good posture. Deep breath. By the way, when you breathe in, your stomach should go out. Okay? You know what? Let's do a timeout here. Let's get the breathing right first. Really important. Okay? So instead of breathing in, we're going to do the opposite right now. I'm going to show you first, and then we'll do it together. In order to get your breathing apparatus going, you do this. Now, why did I do it that way? Because if I breathe all my air out, I gotta breathe right. Not a choice, I'm gonna pass out, right? So what happens is I push all the way out, which makes me push my diaphragm up in. My diaphragm, the purpose of it is to push the lungs up and squeeze the air out. So when I really do that, and then I release it, the lungs expand and suck in all that beautiful oxygen. Okay? That's more oxygen you guys probably got in the last 3 weeks. Okay? It's a lot of oxygen. You're going to really feel an energy change if you do this every day. Okay? Alright, so let's go back to the shrug. Good posture. Nice deep breath. Okay, and let out. Now lift the shoulders up. Breathe in. Out, but don't drop them. In again. And out, and let it slowly drop. Now, I want you guys to tell me, do you feel warm? I'm actually sweating now. It also, all that oxygen gets your metabolism up. And I saw a couple really interesting things. I saw 2 people in this room start to yawn when they did that. You just turned on your breathing apparatus. The body goes, oh yeah, that's right, air. I need more. Yawning is an oxygen, we have a funny joke, oxygen grabbing situation. Is your body saying, I don't have enough oxygen, I need to get more oxygen in. Okay?
I remember that. My husband tells me, what are you doing all the time?
And now you know. But that's a strong indicator. Yeah. It's a strong indicator that you're breathing very shallow. Okay, so now that you'll start working diaphragmatically, you'll probably stop doing that. Oh, I forgot to do this one. So, shoulder blades. You guys can do this 2 ways. Some of you may have some shoulder issues or some neck issues. The exercise is actually do this and pinch. However, if that bothers you, we'll do it this way, where you can just keep your arms down and just pretend there's a pencil between your shoulder blades. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to pinch that pencil, and we're going to hold it for 5 to 8 seconds. Deep breath. Out. Relax. Do that 3 to 5 times. Okay? Postural muscles. Your 2 primary postural muscles. Lower abdominals. You ever seen the guys and the gals with the really nice looking abs? It's all for show. Doesn't matter. I get these people in my practice and I say, okay, let's check your core. They're laying down and I'll hold it and they'll start to, I'll say, contract that. And they're like, I am, alright? No, really, seriously, contract that. They can't do it. They're dysfunctional, even though they look good. Alright? It's this lower triangle here below the navel. That's the transverse abdominis. That is the core muscle that you want to strengthen. That is the muscle. They call it the powerhouse in yoga, and I think in Pilates they also call it something like that. But that's what stabilizes the pelvis and low back. I get these guys, these beautiful abs, and they're blowing their discs out in their lumbars all the time. Because when I tell them to contract, they look at this. It's totally dysfunctional. Okay? So the 2 postural muscles are this lower transverse abdominis and the rhomboids, which you just pinched. You start to get tone in that again, you're going to start to notice. Hey, start to feel, and it's going to create a psychological effect. And the other thing I'll tell you is that a lot of women in my practice, they grab me aside and they say, wow, I'm losing weight. Can I be losing weight from getting adjusted? I'm like, I'm not really think so, but why? And they say, well, it doesn't have anything to do with them losing weight. Guess what? Pants are all the time.